Latte art. Ever since I saw the first latte art pattern in the top of a cup of coffee years ago, I've always been mesmerised by the concept of putting a beautiful pattern on the top of a gorgeous espresso. Ever since then, I've endeavoured to understand and create the best patterns I can. And latte art has been a really important part of my career, competing in international latte art competitions, creating my YouTube latte art videos, and I've really endeavoured to present coffees in a gorgeous way because I really think it's an important part of a great coffee. A few simple tips to create your own latte art. A wide-rimmed, shallow cup is really helpful. Use a milk jug which has a more pointy spout rather than a rounded spout. If you want to create latte art that has a nice contrast between the white of the milk and the dark brown of the crema, you need to create an espresso like I've shown you today. So as you can see, we've got a base which is nice and rich and dark to create that contrast with the white. The next thing we want is our milk to be nice and creamy, not too thick and not too thin. A good thickness, if you think of fresh cream, not thickened cream, fresh cream is the kind of thickness you're after. And then when you're pouring your milk into your coffee, pour in a slow, steady motion which creates a nice brown canvas. Like so. The first pattern I'm going to show you is a really easy pattern to do at home if you get those first two things right. Get your espresso right, get your milk right. Now what I'm doing here is I'm simply scooping the leftover foam off the top of my milk, and I'm just going to draw 3 lines. Now, it's not looking that exciting yet, so bear with me. Take a skewer, in this instance I've got a paddle pop stick, dip it in the brown, then dip it in the centre and go round like so. There we have it. A beautiful symmetric pattern, fairly easy to do, providing you've got that espresso base and nice creamy milk. If you don't show your guests, they won't know how you did it. Okay, next I'm going to show you how to pour a nice, simple heart. Follow the same rules. Beautiful, rich espresso base and creamy milk. So that first pattern I showed you is what we call etching, where you use toothpicks and teaspoons to draw in the top of your coffee. This kind of pattern is what we call free pour, where the pattern simply happens as I pour the milk out of the jug. The trick is a nice steady pour. Once you're 3/4 of the way up the cup, you need to begin pouring faster, which is when the white comes into play. For a heart, you start pouring that second faster when you're near the top of the cup. So pouring slow and speeding up nice and fast. Slow down, let it all settle, nice and fast, and then slow down to finish off. Okay, next I'm going to show you the classic Rosetta. The Rosetta and the heart are two patterns that the baristas all over the world try and achieve. They're probably considered as your classic latte art patterns. One tip, when you're free pouring your patterns, try and have the espresso ready before your milk is textured. You either do that by pouring the espresso first and then texturing your milk, or doing them both at the same time, but ensuring that the espresso is ready just before you finish texturing your milk. That way, your milk won't be sitting around too long. When your milk has been sitting around too long, it gets too thick and it's hard to do a pattern. Now your Rosetta, what you want to do is begin the pattern at the bottom of the cup, not the top of the cup. With the heart, we began pouring the pattern up high. With the Rosetta, we're going to do it lower. So again, start off slow, speed up a little bit to prepare that canvas, slow down to let it all settle, bottom of the cup, pouring faster, and finish off by pulling through. There we have our classic Rosetta.